What's up, everybody? My name's Chance, and today we're going to be playing some Ravnica Guild Battle. For those of you who don't know what it is, this is the new event released by Wizards, and basically they're releasing, what is this, 8 decks, 5, 4, 9? Can't count, right? 4, 6, 10. 10, I can't count at all. They're releasing these 10 decks, and it's basically a color combination of each, pairing, which I should have known that was 10, because 5, 10. Anyways, today we're going to be playing the Selesnya Conclave deck, because, well, y'all know Selesnya is by far my favorite color grouping, I guess, color pair, and then probably Orzhov, and then, and we'll play through the decks in that order as well, so... yeah, what can I say? We have some Healer's Hawk, Hunted Witness, Take Card I'm not a huge fan of, but they do have commons in all of the decks, so it's not like one deck is super OP, although I will go through real quick after I get done with this deck breakdown or whatever, and then tell y'all what I think the best decks are. So, first off, if you enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like down below and a comment if you have any suggestions for this deck, future decks, or I guess this video, future videos, or past videos. Also, if you're new here, consider subscribing. It is free and it helps support the channel, as well as giving you an update every time I post a video like this one. Also, we've unlocked membership, so anybody looking to support the channel can hit the join button. Also, we've been partnered with TCG players, so anybody looking to pick up Magic cards can head over there and use the promo code TheNewDrSpilligan. Alrighty, now that all the sellout is out of the way, onto the deck. So we have Paradise Druid, which I don't know how I feel about in this deck. Sure, you can ramp, but I mean, I guess if you ramp into a Tolsimir, great, but again, you only have one copy. Basically, the idea for the Selesnya deck is to go wide, which is the Selesnya theme, right? So how do I fare, or how do I think this deck will fare? To be completely honest, it's probably going to be a mid-tier deck compared to all the rest. But that's okay. That's okay to me, as long as it's not the worst, and I definitely don't think it's the worst. We'll get on to that one. But yeah, I don't think Conclave Guildmage is going to be all that great. I think your strategy here is going to be, put down a lot of units, try to swing in wide, or try to get a big Might of the Masses surprise swing in, right? Like sort of chip them away when you can, and then towards the end, maybe you get an all attack in, and then just with one creature, throw Might of the Masses on it and finish them off. But yeah, they don't leave you without removal. You have Conclave. You have Venerated Loxodon to make your go wide strat sort of better. You have Pledge of Unity, so you can realistically make your tokens get up to 3/3s, 4/4 with a Assure. So you also have Flower Flourish, which is great for buffing them. Yeah, just in general, you're going to be trying to make a lot of units and then buff them simultaneously, right? So the decks that I think that are good, the decks that I think that are bad, and the decks that I think are okay. House Dimir, fantastic. This deck absolutely gonna destroy, as always. Control is gonna be there, and this deck is strong. Golgari Swarm looks like it could be a fun one. It looks like a face smash, and you're just playing around with some of the Golgari things that are really actually interesting. Cold of Rakdos I think will be really good. Simic Combine, unfortunately, I just don't think it'll be that good. Maybe if it's up against Selesnya Conclave, then yes. But things like Cold of Rakdos and Golgari Swarm that have a whole lot of creature removal, or just a whole lot of removal in general, Simic Combine is definitely going to take a hit there. Gruul Clans, I think this deck is going to be like a hit or miss, right? It'll be a coin flip. So if you hit what you're looking for, I think you'll smash face and it'll be fantastic, because you do have things like Ravager Worm and Enraze. You have, Sunder Shaman. It's a big creature for 4 mana, and given the event, it might come in a lot more useful than it has in the past. But mostly here, you have the Rhythm of the Wild and the Ravager Worm and the Enraze Forerunners. So like I said, if you hit it just right with this deck, you're going to smash. Aside from that, it could be a little rough. Boros Legion, it's a mentor deck. I think it'll do what they normally do, come out, hit quick, and if it doesn't, I think it'll burn out and fizzle a little bit, because well, you don't have you have 2 copies of Lava Cool and 2 copies of Justice Strike, but again, without a whole lot of removal and without your creatures actually being big themselves and you needing to attack in to make them big, it could definitely run into some problems. So, and again, that's a deck that Simic Combine might actually do okay against. House Demir I already mentioned. Is it League? I'm not a huge Izzet fan, so I could be wrong, but I don't think this deck is super fantastic. And again, I could be wrong. You do have Crackling Drakes, you have Expansion Explosion, you have Thousand Year Storm, you have Niv-Mizzet, you have a lot of really good things. You have Murmuring Mystic, but I just think you have way too many creatures. Like, I could be wrong on that, but like, look at the amount of creatures you have in this deck, right? I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a Magic aficionado, so who am I to say? Orzhov, I think Orzhov will be really fun. It is Orzhov Aristocrat, so you have things like Orzhov Enforcer, Cruel Celebrant. You do have Priest of Forgotten Gods, so a lot of really cool things. They are giving us Teysa in the Orzhov deck, Ethereal Absolution, Basilica Bellhaunt, which is a really top tier card as far as the meta goes. You do have a copy of Kaya's Wrath, so yeah, just awesome in general. And Azorius. Now, I am completely unsure about Azorius. And again, it's kind of like, is it, right? I just don't play it that often, so I don't really know the flow and the tempo of the deck's theme in general. But I mean, I guess it could be good. You just trap out your opponent's creatures or keep them from playing them, and you slowly deal in your damage. So, I mean, yeah, I could see it working. I could see it being very annoying to face, but as far as its win rate, I don't know if it'll be that fantastic. But I realize I never showed off the Simic deck, so we will show off the Simic deck. And here's why I say I don't know how good it'll be, because you are very creature dependent. Your removal is like Kasmina's Transmutation, which, you know, if you're up against an Orzhov Aristocrats deck, really isn't that fantastic. Stony Strength is fine, but you only have 1 copy of Incubation Druid, so like the combo there isn't really there. It's just, it seems a little lackluster. The 3 Sharkta Crabs is probably the saving grace of this deck, if I'm being completely honest. Incubation Incongruity is really nice as well, but yeah, it just seems like it's lacking a little bit. Repudiate Replicate could be really good just because of the Sharkta Crabs, so I don't know. Who am I to say? I could be completely wrong. But today we're going to be playing and focusing on the Selesnya Conclave deck. So, go wide is the strat, and we'll see if we can do that in this game 1. No need, no sleep. No need, no sleep. Alrighty. Figured it'd be no need to sleep, but I got to that middle part, and that's what sort of caught me off guard. So we'll keep it, because I don't really know the flow of this deck, and you know, a loss doesn't really do anything to us anyways. So, gotta say I really like this artwork for Guilds of Ravnica, or is that Ravnica Allegiance? Look at that. That is just fantastic. So, what are we doing turn 1 here? We're going to be playing the Healer's Hawk just like them. So are we up against another Selesnya deck? That would actually be a bit funny. No, it's the Boros. Okay. I was about to say, I know Healer's Hawk is in more than one deck, so Boros Challenger. Ooh. You know what? I think this is the turn we play our guild gate. We are getting a bit flooded here, which they have 25 lands in every deck. You know, I just think that's a bit much for MTG Arena. Now, granted, the deck like the Izzet deck definitely needs the 25 lands, but does my Selesnya deck, does his Boros deck need 25 lands? No, probably not. if I'm just being honest with y'all, no, it does not. All right, so of course they're gonna swing in with everything, right? Because that's what Boros does. They swing in, they get big. We're gonna have to kill this challenger, so we're gonna go ahead and use Take Heart on our Healer's Hawk, and yeah, not take too much damage. Get rid of their mentor creature there. And let's get down to Centaur Peacemaker. It does give them a little bit of health, but it gives us a 3/3, so we're not going to block with Healer's Hawk because both of their creatures are bigger and we don't have the mana for Might of the Masses quite yet. So yeah, we're just chilling, doing what we can with what we can. But again, we're getting a bit flooded, so you know. I really like this forest, even though it's like I mean, I guess it's a rooftop forest. I don't know. Justice Strike is terrible for us. There's a Might of the Masses and a Conclave Guild Mage. Whew. Well, I guess it's good that we have all this mana now, right? Let's go ahead and get down the Conclave Guild Mage, and I think we just skip. We're not really in any position to be attacking. We need to hold up Might of the Masses to defend some of this damage coming our way. Now, if you really want to win this event, if you really want to, you know, take full advantage, then you'll look at what all the other decks have and focus on their key cards and focus on removing them. Since I know that Boros is mostly a mentor deck, then we obviously want to try to get rid of their mentor cards so that way they can't keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. We're going to pass the blockers, and we are going to kill the Healer's Hawk here, hopefully, unless they have a combat trick. See, Might of the Masses. Or removal. Removal would work just as well. If neither, we got it. Okay. Lovely, lovely. I don't know why they paid for the Goblin Banneret there to get the boost, but whatever. So we need 6 mana for Conclave Guild Mage. We're at 5 right now, but at 6 we can start creating units, and that is fantastic because then our things like Might of the Masses become so much better. Okay, so they have a Swiftblade Vindicator. They should swing in with Goblin Banneret and then buff the Swiftblade Vindicator if I'm thinking that's correct. Which puts him up to a 4/4 for damage, which means it's either kill him now or he's gonna get out of control. Alright, Conclave Guild Mage, I had a plan for you, but oh no, wait a minute. I can sack out my Healer's Hawk, right? Then I'll lose the air game. No, we don't have much of a choice. Alright. Well, this will do. And next turn we can start making units. Yeah, Goblin Banneret is definitely gonna hurt my face. It is what it is, though. Alright, my turn. Paradise Druid, not what we wanted to see. Not gonna lie. But if we play Conclave Guild Mage, then we have to tap him out. Tell you what, let's just go ahead and get the Paradise Druid down. Man, this is rough. I'm not gonna lie, this Boros Mentor deck is hitting me hard. Yeah, now that we don't have any flyers in the sky, they can pretty much do as they please. But even with the Healer's Hawk, right, they were still going to be slowly taking us down. Hey, look at that, a Healer's Hawk. I do think it's worthwhile to get it down. We'll skip. I want the Healer's Hawk to start mitigating some of the damage that the Sky Knight Legionnaire is going to be doing. But again, we need to start getting down more units with Conclave Guild Mage. So next turn we're pumping out the units. Let's see what they do. They should swing with Sky Knight. They do indeed. Of course, we go no blocks. But now instead of them dealing 2 damage every single turn to our face, it's going to be like they're only dealing 1 because we have the Healer's Hawk, right? Given they don't play another flyer. Pledge of Unity. Ooh. That's really nice. But again, I want to get the Conclave Guild Mage pumping out units first. So let's do this for as long as we can, right? Because more units we have, the more life we gain. So just sort of makes sense, right? We're at 3 right now, and 3's fine, but I'd much rather have 4, 5, 6, 7, you know? Get on up there with numbers. Lava Cool. Okay, so we're only going to get 1 unit out of it. That is super unfortunate, actually, because we just got something that would have been fantastic had we been pumping out units earlier, right? That's okay. At least we did get the 1. We didn't spend the mana on this turn, and then them Lava Cool it and us get nothing, right? Plains. You know what? It may be time to use Pledge of Unity. Make everything bigger. Their Goblin Banneret can basically kill anything that I swing in with on the ground just because they have that much mana left, right? So we'll just swing in with the Healer's Hawk. And end our turn there. We're still fine for health. I'm not worried about them swooping in and killing us next turn or any of that. Okay, Goblin Banneret's getting big. Plan on mentoring the Sky Knight. I'm assuming so. Yeah. Okay, so we'll resolve that. Pass the blockers. Let's go ahead and sack out our Paradise Druid because she's not really useful. Ooh, gains first strike. That's devastating. Alright, well, we may just be taking a loss here in game 1. This Mentor deck is actually hitting hard. Venerated Loxodon. Of course, we also didn't play to our strength, right? We should have been churning out units with our Guild Mage a lot sooner, and then hopefully we would have had more by now, right? So that's kind of my fault. I do think we get him down and pay both of these. That'll at least put 1 counter on them. If I use Pledge of Unity, my Healer's Hawk is as big as their Sky Knight. Give me more. Huh. Whew. Goodness gracious. Alrighty. God. I was gonna say give me a second, but the sneeze got me. Whew. Alrighty, Goblin Banneret, buffing back up. And of course they can buff them again. Yep. This is kind of shitty for us because we do have to block here. Oh, we are getting oh so close to death. That is oh so close to death. Flower Flourish. Ah, Flourish is a sorcery speed spell. Are you kidding me? It's terrible. Terrible. It does allow our Healer's Hawk to deal 4 damage, put us back up to 9, and our Elf Knight to deal 7 damage. Yeah, I think I'm going all in. I don't think I'm using any of my spells just yet, and I think I'm just sort of riding it out, hoping they don't have a lightning strike or something of the sort. Even a sure strike, right? Wouldn't that do it? +3 first strike. Oh goodness. Okay. Whew. But I say, really riding my whole game on. Oh, True Fire Captain is terrible for us. We have to gain health immediately, right? Another goddamn Let's see. If I deal 5 damage to her, 4, I'm at 7, 5 back to my face is down to 2. So, yep, can't attack in with my 5/5, unfortunately. Which means, oh, I die here. Damn. Alrighty, so game 1 being picked up as a loss to Boros Mentor. What could I have done differently? Well, given that this event is focusing on the theme of the decks, with the Selesnya Guild Mage, I think I should have been pumping out units earlier. Instead of playing my units, I should have just used the one unit I had to pump out more, and then later played more units. But yeah, on to a game 2. We will learn from our mistakes. Grimston, gonna be our second foe for the day. Sure. Seems fun, right? I actually want to go Selesnya Guildgate because I want to get Amara down with more urgency than the Hunted Witness. So, because again, I want to be pumping out units more so than worrying about. Ooh, Clan Guild Mage. You know what I might do here? It's not gonna be fantastic. I'm gonna admit that now. But if I don't act quick, I think, with this Gruul deck, then I think they're gonna have me. So we're gonna do something here. Alright. And we do put a counter on the token, so at least it's not a horrible exchange, right? But again, I feel like we need to be quicker since we're up against this deck here. Okay, I think we can go Guildgate and Centaur Peacemaker here and be fine. We don't want to swing it with Amara because, well, we're only getting one unit out of it. Sure, we're taking down their Burning Tree Vandal, but we're going to try and make Amara a bit bigger with Venerated Loxodon, so let's see. Now we know with Gruul they have huge... Oh. I was going to say they have huge power spikes. Don't swing in there. Okay, so here's going to be pretty good for us, right? Because we get the Hunted Witness, we get the Healer's Hawk, and we get the Venerated Loxodon. Alright. Fantastic. And we have a Chum Blocker, so if need be. Alright, Grimston. They're done. They've seen enough. But yeah, we were doing it, right? We were going wide. We were shaking what our Selesnya grandfathers gave us. Oh, hey, I like that. I really like that. So let's look at the rest of these. I like that swamp. I like that mountain. I like that forest. And I like that forest. So wait, what set are these all from? Is that Amonkhet? Or is that something else? I actually don't know all the set pictures. I only know the ones for, you know, Ixalan forward. But yeah, game. Ooh, voice crack. I also like that island. That's a really dope island. Yeah, ignore that. Little voice crack there. Dave Rama. Seems a bit greedy, but we do have the Flower Flourish to get us to the 4, so there we go. We could just always draw right into it, right? But yeah, 2 Conclave Cavaliers, sign me up. Ooh, Orzhov. Haven't faced an Orzhov deck yet. I don't know how I feel about it. Do I want to go ahead and use Flower Flourish? Not particularly. I think I'm just skipping here. I think we're just gonna be sort of dead till turn 4. That's okay though. It's like I said, 2 Conclave Cavaliers. That's pretty fantastic for us. We know our opponent doesn't have any Lava Cools, so you know. And a Paradise Druid to Chum Block away probably isn't that bad. They probably go all in, yeah. Do we want to Chum Block is the question. I think so. Because we're just hemorrhaging some damage right now, right? We can always gain it back later, though. Is there ever a time for Paradise Druid to be good? It would be early, so you know what? I'm gonna have faith in the girl. I'm gonna leave her alive. Hopefully I don't live to regret that. Alright, Conclave Cavalier. Boom! It's happening. Next turn we'll be able to cast Flourish if we wanna. Not that we wanna, but you know. The option is there. You just leave my Conclave Cavalier alone, Dave. Okay? Despark. Fuck. Orzhov does have some exile. And who would have thunk it was perfect for my fucking Conclave Cavalier? I'm sorry, language. This game is making me mad. Let's see. Boop, boop. Show the kitty cat some love. Ministry of Obligation again. Oh. Orzhov seems like it could be really strong as well. Rosemane Centaur. Well, I can't see the benefit of playing him over the Conclave Cavalier past if they have another D-Spark in hand, which if they do, you know, I don't know. But if they have any other removal, then the Conclave Cavalier is better, right? Because then if she dies, we get the two 2/2s. So I think we're dead here. They swing in with everything. They get the flyers out. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So what are we gonna need? We're gonna need a Healer's Hawk. Oh. Alright. Literally our only answer is the Conclave Tribunal, one of their 1/1 spirit tokens. Right, because that's 3 damage guaranteed. We can block this, but we can't block that, so that's our only shot. They're also up to 40 health, so taking them down is going to be a bit of a mountain climb. We got this though, right? We can come back. I've seen scarier odds. You don't shake me, Dave Rama. We may play 4 games with this today because I'm not feeling good going off with 2 defeats. Not saying that we've lost quite yet, you know, but they do have 4 1/1s in the sky that I have nothing that I can do about. So, God damn. Okay, it's looking like it's over, boys and girls. It is over. All right, wait a minute. GG, Dave. GG. So, game 1, not so well. Game 2, well, we didn't really even get to have fun with it because the person was just like, nah, deuces. Game 3, again, not so well. So, what do I think about the deck so far? Like I said, Selesnya, middle of the pack, right? I gotta sneeze again. I'm sorry, I just yawned it off. Opayam. Opa Yam? I don't know. Also, that was a bit of a questionable keep last turn, right? I see 4 lands, and it absolutely terrifies me, because we don't need that many ever. And that is why. We don't need that many ever in our starting hand. I should have rephrased that. Come down with the hasty Zerta. Sure. Sure, I'll immediately block. Amara. You beautiful babe, you. Always a joy to have on the field. I think we want to save our Knight of Autumn for their, what's it called, if at all possible. Their Rhythm of the Wild, right? Savage Smash. Man, these Gruul decks always having Savage Smash. Oh. Alright, we'll get down to Centaur Peacemaker. We'll make peace with them as we even out the healths and say, hey, we don't have to fight. We can stop here. If you just quit playing guards and let us win slowly but surely and easily, more importantly. Who would have thunk a Rubble Belt runner would affect my plays ever? It's crazy. Because it can't be blocked by creature tokens. And guess what we have? You guessed it. March of the Multitudes. Something that creates a whole bunch of creature tokens. Okay. So we do this. And they buff them. As long as they don't buff them more than 2, we're fine. Plus 3. Okay. Bear with me. Bear with me. I don't know if that was a fair trade or not. Maybe I should have held on to March. Maybe that was not a fair trade. What if they just go ahead and buff them again? I'm gonna feel so dumb if they do that. Wait a minute. What am I doing? I'm playing like a degenerate. Oh. Holy crap. Alright. I cannot believe I just did that. I can because I'm feeling ridiculous, but oh man, chance. They have another. Oh man, the amount of combat tricks. Maybe Gruul's better than what I thought, just because of that, right? The combat tricks are just there. Selesnya is way worse than I thought, just so we're all clear. Really not up there. I guess we could save Pledge of Unity because there's no real reason. I mean, sure, we could play it and make our 1/1s, 2/2s and deal a little bit more damage, heal a little bit more, but gotta be honest, it doesn't look too fantastic. Oh, put her down with haste. Alrighty. Oh, I cycled out another one of her. Oh. Well, that's awesome. Fantastic. Sometimes you just top deck exactly what you want. Never didn't have it, right? Alrighty, well, this is happening. Let's see if they block anything with the Rubble Belt. We're dealing 6, 8. So this would make 4, 12. They'd be down to 4 health. If they don't block here. They are going to block. Do I still put the +1/+1 counters on everything? That's the question. 6, 7, 10. They're down to 6. I think so. Awesome. Picking up a game 4 with Selesnya goodness. For those of you wondering why I didn't play the Conclave, if they would have played something like End-Raze Forerunners or something like that, you know, I'd have felt really, really dumb Conclave in their Rubble Belt when I just didn't really need to, right? So, yeah, 2 victories, 2 losses. What did I say before we even started, right? Selesnya, it's a mid-tier. But what did we learn? Orzhov seems pretty good. Gruul, better than I gave credit for. So, yeah, if y'all are looking to check out some of those, y'all can certainly do that. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. And as always, I'll see you either later tonight or tomorrow. Peace.